we're live yet. I wonder. Do you know if we're live yet, puppy? Do you know? I don't know. Are we? Daisy, are we live? Do you know? Do you know if we're live yet? Look, are we live? Daisy, are we? Are we live? Are we live, my puppy? We are live. Hi, Pink Flamingo. Hi, Yo Arts. Hello, Muddled. Unfortunately, this was supposed to be a dog live stream, but Daisy's lying down. She's literally right there. Up, up. Here she is. Say hi, my love. It's National Dog Day today. And so I thought we would film a video with my puppy, but she's not gonna be in it that much. She's doing her own thing. Doing her own thing. She's very fascinated by my, come sit. Oh, good girl. Good girl. She's gonna be right here. That's my lovey. And she really helps with my Tourette's. She's the best thing in the world. She's watching herself on the screen. Let's see what people are saying. Hello, Samara. I'm doing well today. Hello, Kai. Hello, Rachel. Ellen. It's middle school. Wow, how's it going? Hello, Jenna. Rain City. Yeah, I went back to live. I'm a little bit nervous, but hopefully it's okay. How are you? What's your dog's name? Sure, her name is Daisy. She is my best friend. That's her head. Ugh. Rachel's allergic. You're allergic to dogs? I also am, but I'm on medication so I can be with her. Proud Heart Studios drawing. Rosa, hello. So, really no point to this live stream. I just thought we could literally hang out because my dog is here and we're home by ourselves. And we just thought like we would chill with you guys. Daisy's probably gonna sleep though. And I know you probably can't see her, so let's get maybe there. Yeah, so there she is, so you can see her while she sleeps. But it's just been a casual kind of day, National Dog Day, as I said. My tics have been pretty good, which is really nice. I've been playing with Daisy. I actually just took her, we went in the car and we got her a pup cup at Starbucks. You like your pup cup? Yeah, she liked it. So it's been a really good day. She's my best friend and I thought, why not do a live with her? Hello guys, hello Katie. You look so pretty. Oh gosh, thank you. My day's actually been really good. I went shopping with my mom. My tics have been really good today. Like it's been a really good tic day. And I'm really like happy about it because there's waxing and waning days. Ugh. Today's definitely a good day, so I'm happy. Hi Daisy. They're saying hi to you, my love. What kind of dog is she? She is a Bernedoodle, so she's 75% poodle and 25% Bernese Mountain Dog. She's an F1B. Yes, all dogs love pup cups. So glad to see you happy. Thank you, Katie. I thought maybe we could do some more questions today. If you guys have any questions you want to talk to me about, let me know. If you have any suggestions for Daisy, I don't know. Just talk to me. Let's hang out. Hello, a little bit glitchy. Jay, I'm currently at a furry convention, which is very funny considering it's National Dog Day. Oh, I'm sorry you're in bed with a headache. Hello, Dabby. Do I know Hatsune Miku? I don't know what that is, unfortunately. I don't. Sorry, Daisy is resting, so we're gonna move this up a little bit. Yeah. So, that's the day. I've just been hanging out. Not much is going on. But me and my puppy have been having a bonding moment. We love each other. She's my best friend. I got rice. She really helps with my tics immensely, you guys. Does anyone else with a tic disorder or whatever, does anyone else, like, did their pets help them get through things? I'm pretty sure this is a common thing, but I want to hear your stories. I got rice. I have a dog. She really helps with my anxiety. Good, Rain City. What do you think is your opinion about my school not letting me have a service animal? Ugh. I don't know what my opinion is on that. I think isn't that like illegal? Like, I don't know. I don't know my opinion. I feel like they should definitely, if you need one, you should be able to have one, but I'm not sure what that's about. Oh my gosh, you got the stormy tic. I'm sorry. Yes, my dog helps with my anxiety. Good. Your son is your dog. Ugh. Ugh. I have a service dog for my anxiety. He knows when I'm scared and will come and lay with me to calm me. That is so great. Daisy does the same for me. Like, she will just hang out with me, will relax. She's just the best. I love her, and she's sleeping. She's zonked. My snake helps my anxiety. I'm glad. Snakes are so cool. Oh, she just moved. I got rice. But yeah. How's everyone doing today? I'm having like a remarkably good day, which is like weird for me. Because my tics are usually worse than this. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm taking it in. It's a waning day. Do you have a wedding date set? You and your fiance are the cutest. Thank you so much. We don't have a wedding date set. It's gonna be a long time away. At least 4 years maybe. Like, we're having a long engagement. We have to like save up money, figure out immigration, all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a long time away, but we just wanted to be engaged and get that kind of rolling, just for that commitment's sake. But it will take a little while before the wedding. English Bulldog is your service dog. French Bulldog. Oh, I love bulldogs. That's so cute. My favorite color. My favorite color is blue. Ugh. And my favorite food, it's funny because every time people ask me this, I'm always like, I really like rice, but you guys know I got rice tic. I like rice. I like steak. I love a good corn on the cob. You guys, have you heard that corn song on TikTok recently? Oh my gosh, it's always stuck in my head. But yeah, that's kind of what I like. Love to see your smiles. Thank you. School was painful today. I'm so sorry. That sucks. That is too long. Will you be long distance that long? Probably. Honestly, we're not sure what the plan is. It's very much up in the air at this point. Will might be coming to visit me in a few months though, and I'll be going back to California to visit his family and him. Ugh. But I don't know exactly when. It might be long, but we're ready for the long haul, so yeah. Hi, Addie. Nice to see you. Ugh. Thanks for being here, guys. I really don't have a plan for this live stream. It was going to be National Dog Day, but my dog decided to sleep, so. Evelyn Grace, hello. Happy National Dog Day. Tina, thank you so much. What's your favorite animal? Probably a dog, and my favorite breed is definitely a Bernedoodle, like my Daisy. You probably missed her at the beginning of the stream, but she's having a sleep right now, and I don't want to bother her. Hey, love, I wanted to thank you for helping me get more comfortable with my tics. I actually got diagnosed with Tourette's a few months ago. Oh, Jersey. Like, I always want to say congrats on the diagnosis, even though it's probably weird to say. But, like, when I was diagnosed, it kind of felt like relief. So, like, congrats, but also I'm sorry, but also, like, thank you for saying I help you, because I love that I can help people. But I hope you're doing well. I kind of have a crush, but they are, oh. My school is extremely homophobic and rude. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That sucks. Nice to see you, Addie. Yes. What do you and Daisy do to beat the heat? We have air conditioning. We're also in Canada, so it's not like as hot as like places like California, where my fiance lives. I always say boyfriend, fiance. So we have air conditioning and we're super content right now. I have a bug on me, I think. Ugh. I totally understand wanting to say congrats. Yeah, it is totally validating. Like, it's definitely something that like people, if you don't have like a disorder that's taken you forever to get diagnosed with, you won't understand the congrats thing, but like congrats is a valid thing, I think, because like it's hard to get diagnosed in this day and age. Alana, yeah, I have those kind of meds too, and they're really hard to deal with, so I feel, yeah, that sucks. Today are 2 of your dog's birthday. Oh, that's exciting, Mr. Dadsy. My dog is 1.5. But happy birthday to your doggos. How is everyone doing? I don't really have much to say. I just thought we could hang out with my puppy, but as I said, she's passed out. So I don't want to wake her because like that'd be rude. I never want to wake Stormy. I never want to wake asleep. You know just what's so funny is she's probably so used to the Stormy tick that whenever I do it, she does not care. Like she doesn't care. At first she used to be like, and now she's just like, that's my dog. That's my sister. I mean, I'm not a dog. I'm an owner. But I call myself her sister. Your Arts is going to Seattle. Today you had a great day. Horseback riding, that's awesome. This is a strange question, but I found it helps me with anxiety. My bad days. Have I ever tried maybe not equine therapy? I never have. I feel like that would be interesting. I really have no interest in it though. Hi, baby. Oh. Ugh. I have no interest in horseback riding. I just feel like I would be scared. But that could be cool. Oh yeah, buses don't have air conditioning. Have fun in Seattle. How old is your dog? She's 1.5 years. What kind of music do you like? I like classic rock is like my jam, but I'm also like a huge fan of like Billie Eilish and like all of like the hit stuff nowadays. I can appreciate all kinds of music, honestly. Like I love music, so I can appreciate all kinds. I love to sing though. I love to make music. Like I love to write songs. I love to compose songs. I got rice. But I love to just make music too. I'm taking meds for my anxiety, paranoia. Oh gosh, that's horrible. There was a time when I went off my fluphenazine, which is an antipsychotic. I tried to come off of it. And I went through, like, I developed like some kind of psychosis because I was so dependent on it's horrible. Honestly, those drugs, I'm scared of them and I really want to come off of them, but I'd be worried too because I don't know if my tics would get worse again. So it's kind of scary. From your tics and being sick video, my tics also lessen mostly or completely when I'm sick. My theory is brains are too focused, getting better. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, honestly. Like, I would say, like, when I'm really sick or when I have my allergic reaction or when I'm just, like, not feeling good, the brain is so focused on getting better that you don't tic. Oh, bye, Rachel. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you greatly. Hello, Ava Ryan. Oh, a lot of people ride horses. That's so cool. For those of you new here, this is my National Dog Day live stream, but my dog is literally sleeping, so it kind of is a bust. Are you planning to do more Tourettes Against Humanity videos? Probably. The only thing is I talk about this all the time. With those videos, I get fake claimed a lot in the comments being like, this is not how Tourette's works, like you're a fake, and it really gets to my mental health. However, I only make those videos on really bad tic days, so it's kind of like, they're totally valid, but I get really scared when I post them because I get a lot of hate on them. Even though when I'm having a bad tic day, I make them to kind of get through the day. So I'll probably make more, but I haven't had a really bad tic day for a little while now. So yeah. It's about terrain where you are. Riding horses can calm your tics. It's not a bust you're going to hang out with. Thank you. I wish we were friends in real life. Yeah, I know. I wish so too, you guys. I love all of you. Everyone's saying that riding horses and being around horses helps them. Wow. That's so cool. But like animal therapy and like pet therapy is so valid. Like, you know, my dog, for example, when I pet her, I have the best time just petting her and not being like stressed. I just get to pet her and love her, and I never have any major tics with her. So I can understand how horses really would help with that too. I don't have Tourette's, but I have mild tic syndrome. But you're not diagnosed. Yeah, a lot of people would make fun of me with my tics too, regardless of whether you have a diagnosis or not. So I got rice. You just really have to be true to yourself and know that you have tics, and that if people bully you, that's their problem. And, you know, find support, find community of people who have tics or also struggle with different things, and kind of build a community of people who you can really trust, and don't listen to the haters as much as I try not to. I don't always practice what I preach, but yeah. Both my dogs up it down. Oh, I'm so sorry. My dog's name is Daisy. I always feel safe about talking on my disorders here, but I forgot. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Daisy? Hi, baby. Are you tired? Are you tired, my lovey love? Oh, my love. She's tired. I probably won't stay on super long today. I just want to do a quick little hello. How's everyone doing? Because I literally had this plan, like me and Daisy, we're going to be here. We're going to have a fun time. Stormy! But she's sleeping. So, as I said, we just went for a pup cup, which was so much fun. But she's passed out probably from the pup cup. She just got so much excitement over that pup cup that now she's zonked out on the live stream. So she is going to be a star one day, but today is not that day. Oh, she's like, that day is today, Carly. Is that day today? Is that day today? Oh, my love. Oh, my love. She is my best friend. Daisy, you're the best. You guys stand Daisy. I'm sorry to hear that, Kai. Yeah. There's doggies in the field. Do you see them? Oh, where you going? You want to go back? You want to come this way? Come on. Come here. Daisy, come. Come. Good girl. Okay, you're going to go lie in your bed. So you can go say goodbye to everyone, okay? Bye. Okay, you can go to your bed. Okay, she's officially out of the stream. She is in her bed. So now it is just us, guys. Just us. Let's set this up a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, it's just us. Ugh. She's really living her best life. She is comfy. She's so cozy. I love dogs. What's the weirdest thing you've said because of your Tourette's? Honestly, probably the communists are coming, because that's so messed up. Like, don't know why, but it's the tic that's stuck. Morning. It's actually night for me, but good morning for you. You are so cool. I love you so much. Thank you. Yes, it's sleepy time for Daisy. There she is. She's sleeping. Oh my gosh, I think she just farted. Yeah, she did. It reeks. Ugh. Daisy, you're stinky. You gotta poop? Oh my gosh, dog farts are so stinky. Ugh. Especially after a pup cup. Oh no, you stinky girl. Sleepy time for Daisy. Oh my gosh, it stinks so bad. It smells so... Daisy, are you just letting them rip? At rice. Yeah, she's embarrassed. Oh my gosh, you guys. How much can a dog fart? Your dog's name is Daisy. That's so cool. They're so stinky you can taste them. I know. Ugh. She is definitely a stinky dog. She's not stinky, but her farts are stinky. And they're never ending. It's just this whole room is just fart. Oh my gosh. Dog farts are endless, yeah. How am I? I'm doing well. You did spell it correctly. My tics are actually pretty good today, which is like shocking. Because my tics are usually pretty not great. But they're not bad today. So yeah, just hanging out with Daisy. It's been a good day. How are you guys? Have I seen My Hero Academia? No, I haven't. I have a tic where I just go oink oink. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, your dog has a limp. Oh, Daisy has hip dysplasia, so she doesn't have a limp, but she has to be so careful with running and playing with other dogs because her hips are not good, and she's only 1.5 years. So it's kind of sad. I'm doing decent. I had to go to court today. Oh gosh, that sounds ominous. Oh, she's farting again. Booney, why are you farting? Yeah, I don't really have much to say, you guys. All right, you have to go. Bye, Kaiway. Love you too. Have a good night. Thanks for staying on with us for a while. Bye. My hamster just randomly looked at you. Oh gosh. I'm headed to bed, but thank you so much for saying my comment aloud. You make me feel wanted and respected. Thank you, Anastasia. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here even for a little bit. Daisy says goodnight too, even though she's farting. I start school in 2 days and I'm scared because I have new teachers and have to explain to them my tics and I'm scared. That's always scary, but just know you can do it. I believe in you. I don't have an official diagnosis of coprolalia, but I've had more swearing and inappropriate tics recently and I'm scared for starting college. I mean, you don't really have to like have a diagnosis for coprolalia because it's kind of like a side effect of Tourette's. Like it's kind of like, it can be not a side effect. It can be like a symptom of Tourette's really, where like you have Tourette's and then you can experience coprolalia, but you also don't have to experience it. So it's not a separate diagnosis, I don't think. But yeah, I understand why you would be scared. Yeah, so I believe in you. Coprolalia can be stressful. Especially like I have the odd one-off coprolalia tic, a lot of mental coproskepsy tics, and those ones are brutal. So I feel, yeah, it makes you feel like such a bad person, even though like you're clearly not. It's not, like a rice. It's not what you're thinking. It's just part of your disorder. Yeah, a lot of teachers, I really wish teachers, like, as much as I love them and respect their work, I mean, there are a lot of teachers who are so great, but there are a few out there that I feel like really should learn more about neurodivergencies and mental health issues, because sometimes teachers just aren't very accommodating. A lot of them are, though, and it's like, it's kind of hit or miss, so I hope you guys have good teachers this year. Your messages are split up weird. Oh, that's okay. My neck stim has been getting more current and I'm starting to get hand ones, and one of my friends caught me doing it and questioned me. No, people aren't going to think you're fake. I mean, they might, but you at the end of the day know you're not fake. So, you know, you just got to be true to yourself. I always say that, you know, because it can be so hard experiencing stims, tics, all of the above. So just be true to yourself, be positive, know that you are valid. Oh, she's farting again. You're valid and your tics are legitimate. If someone fake claims you, just explain, like, I have stims or tics or insert thing here. You know, like, just explain yourself. Because if they're your friends, they're gonna believe you. OMG, yes, the mental coprolalia tics are so frustrating. I know, they make me feel so bad about myself. I'm posting a video on mental tics soon. I posted one already about my mental tic attack, but I'm posting another video about my top 10 mental tics, and I talk about like coproskepsy, echoskepsy, paliskepsy, all of the like subcategories of mental tics, but honestly they can make you feel so bad about yourself, so I feel ya. Have I ever felt that a singer has a song that has meaning that wasn't discussed on a camera interview? Maybe. I feel like singers and songwriters have their own meanings for songs that they're not always open to talking about. Have I seen Supernatural? I haven't. Last year when my tics developed, especially my vocal tics, during the middle of the year, my teachers just asked if I was okay and then kind of ignored it. But I'm starting this year with them. Okay. Well, I really hope that ignoring it isn't a horrible thing. Like they can, especially if you're taking in class, like you don't always want to be like the center of attention. That was always my biggest fear. So, you know, if your teachers ignore it and they acknowledge it, like they know that you have tics, I think that's a good start for sure. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? Do you want me to sing? I always sing in my lives and I have so much fun doing it, but I don't want to be like, oh, let's sing, because like I just when I sing I sing when I'm bored. Yeah, Ava, I'm glad your teachers weren't rude. Like, you know, teachers don't always know a lot about tic disorders. I mean, it is becoming more known now, but you just, you know, teachers, it's hit or miss really. Gotta finish homework. Have a good night, Rogue Val. Thanks for being here. I don't know why, but you are motivating me to draw more. That's exciting. I love drawing. I'm really bad at it, but I think you're really good at it. So, woohoo. Sing. Guys, what should I sing? I love it when you sing. Thank you, Ava. I have one fan, you guys, and her name is Ava. Have I played Wordle? I have. I love Wordle. Ugh. I haven't played it today, though. I don't know today's word. I haven't done it yet. But I don't do it every day. I got rice. My parents are obsessed with Wordle, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Dabby. That's horrible. You shouldn't be getting yelled at for flashbacks and panic attacks. Ugh. Oh my gosh, my dog is still farting. She probably has to poop, like she is going at it with those farts. And it just takes up the whole room. Okay, let's sing a song. Oh, sorry, Daisy. I scared her by my clap. You're okay, you can sleep. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. 20 years held captive, and I don't know what I'm after. This hell has taken suit and put on its best tie. I want to escape, I want to remain as I was before the moment my love died. So tell me if you still have the decency, why, oh why you lied 100 lies to me. Anyways, I'm in a similar situation though as well, because my tics started being a noticeable issue during last school year. Yeah, that's honestly stressful, because like I've had tics so long that I honestly don't even remember how I dealt with it. Like I know I didn't tell my teachers, and I was very, very much not dealing with it very appropriately, because I tried to suppress and hide it, and I regret that to this day. But if you guys like are telling your teachers, I know it's scary, because I told my high school teachers and I was terrified. A lot of them really, really understood though, and they didn't hate me, and that was really important. You've really inspired me to keep trying to write my own songs. My goal is to have a few more songs. That's awesome. Oh, you don't have a song yet though. Oh no. Keep going though. It's really exciting. Just write from your heart. My mom was stressed a few weeks ago because school was starting and she was yelling at me. I'm sorry. As a fellow singer, your vibrato is fantastic. Thank you. You have a beautiful singing voice. Thank you. So pretty. Thank you, guys. I wrote that song. I didn't want to tell teachers because I suppressed so much. Yeah, I suppressed all of my junior high years. I have videos on it, but I would literally go to the bathroom stall. I got race. And and I would go to the bathroom and I would tick in the bathroom stalls and then go back to class and act as normal as I possibly could. But you know, it's stressful. I've been nervous about getting my noise complaints from neighbors. Oh no, Sabine, I'm sorry. Also, I have the voice of an angel. Thank you. You want to play your flute with me? Thank you. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. But it got to a point where I didn't really have a choice because I was ticking frequently. Yeah, that's like me too. But I got to the point where like I could like oddly redirect them. So like if I had a neck tick like this, I would like do this and it doesn't even look normal. But in my teenager brain, I was like, yeah, this looks more normal than this, like by adding the hair thing. So I'm sure people knew and noticed, but I was just like, yeah, I'm doing so great. No one knows. When in reality, people knew, but they just didn't say anything. Ugh. Hello, Quartz. Good to see you again. You should listen to AV Complaint. I don't know who that is. Ugh. I got rice. This is definitely not normal, let's pretend I'm fixing. Yeah, exactly. The fixing your hair thing is such a commonality with Tourette's people. Like, honestly, like doing things that we think are gonna like distract from the tic, when in reality, people know. Oh, my dog is still farting. Ugh. People are gonna notice regardless of what you're doing, but also people don't care. Like, my thing in junior high was everyone's looking at me, everyone cares. Newsflash, no one was looking at me, no one cared. Like, the bullies were there, sure, but at the end of the day, like, I wasn't always being watched like I thought I was, and that my tics were not always like the center of attention. And it's just like, Tourette's messes with your brain because you think your movements are so extremely noticeable, but they're not always. I joined the live 3:31 a.m. in the UK. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Where's the dog? Yeah, she is sleeping. She's farting. Daisy, hang on. I want to say hi. Say hi, baby. Say hi. Oh, she's tired. But that is my puppy. It's National Dog Day. The goal of this live stream was to hang out with my dog. I got rice. But she's sleeping and farting. Hi, I hope you're having a good day. Just found this on your feed. Hello, Crystal. Thanks for saying hi. My son is starting middle school with Tourette's, and I really wanted to give his teachers all the details just so they know and don't call undue attention to it. Is that a bad idea? That is a really good idea. Like, that's not what I did, and I would 100% recommend telling the teachers, hey, my son has Tourette's, you know, these are some kind of accommodations you could help him with. These are some things that he might need extra help with or extra support. I would totally recommend doing that, especially because not all teachers really know how to deal with a student with Tourette's. You know, like, they'll point them out when they shouldn't be, or they'll kind of make a big deal out of it when it's really not, or like discipline them even. So please, I would recommend telling your son's teachers about it. Even in an email, something as simple as an email. Personally, I would probably go and have like a meeting with them, like a sit down one-on-one with your son and his teachers, if possible, or even like the principal or like the school counselor. Just meet like with a person who you can talk to, and he can also be there so he's not feeling left out, and include him in the process. But I think definitely making them aware is a huge, huge, huge bonus. Hello, do you tic in your sleep? I do not. The blinking is a hard one to come up with ways to make it seem more normal. Yeah. I adjust my glasses as tics all the time too, you guys. I only really suppress my tics in front of my parents, and half the time I try to stay outside away from them so I don't have to. Yeah. I suppress my tics in front of my parents too, shockingly, even though I've had Tourette's as long as I can remember, and they've noticed my tics before I did. There's literally girls outside my house like vlogging. Side note. But yeah, I suppress in front of my parents just because it makes them a little bit uncomfortable. They don't like to see me hitting myself. But you know, that's just what it's like. I don't have Tourette's, but I have muscle twitches that get really annoying. I'm sorry, that sucks. I don't tick in my sleep. Brittany, it sounds like a great idea, definitely. Ugh, do you have, I got rice. Do you have difficulties making food for yourself? Not really. When I make food for myself, I suppress, and if I'm having too much trouble, I will take a break. Oh, she's growling. Is there a National Cat Day? I'm not sure, probably. I started making the ugh sound sometimes when I'm next to him. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's 10:35 p.m. in North Carolina. Cool. It's 8:37 here. Do tics hurt besides when you hit yourself? It's not really like a hurt. It's more so like a discomfort. And for example, if I tick, well, there's a dog. She's growling at the dog. But if I tick multiple times in the same spot, like when I tick my neck, if I do it over, I'm gonna trigger myself. But when I do it over and over, it strains the muscles, and that hurts in itself. Because imagine doing a movement that's not natural to your body over and over and over again, and pulling muscles and doing things that is not natural. That is eventually going to hurt. So tics do hurt, but not all of them hurt. It's more of a discomfort, kind of weird feeling that I can't describe. Am I still glitching? I'm sorry. Do your tics hurt besides when, oh yeah, I said that one. Are you Canadian? I am Canadian, yes. Just a box, I totally remember you. Because I like your name. You have a random question that you'd have to answer. If you could dye your hair any combo of colors, 3+, which would you pick? I used to have blue hair. I really like natural, just like blonde colors. But if I had to dye them, any combo of colors, I don't know. Like, I would love to go crazy sometime. Like, maybe with just a few colored streaks, like maybe a blue and purple and kind of like a pink streaks, but never, I would never dye my whole hair again. Unless like it was like blonde. How did your Tourette's start? Ugh, I got rice. My Tourette's started, I'm so ADHD, I'm distracted. There's a window right here and I keep looking at it. But my Tourette's started when I got diagnosed when I was 12. So I'm 24 now. It's been 12 years of being diagnosed. But my mom and dad actually remember me having tics as young as like 3 or 4. So I don't really know when it started. I was technically born with Tourette's. I was born with the predisposition for Tourette's. I believe it is partially genetic. So I always just say I've had it like my whole life because I don't remember a time without tics. So it started like it started with me blinking my eyes really hard. When I was 3, I would kick my feet when I was walking and do weird things with my legs that were tics. But it just really started kind of suddenly, and then continued to progress. Canadians unite. That's why you say sorry a lot, 100%. People make fun of me all the time for it. My fiance's family is American and they're always like, Harley, you are so Canadian with your sorries. And I'm like, sorry. I have Tourette's. When did your tics start? I just answered that. Do you have any long-lasting tics? I have so many long tics that have lasted so long. Like, my blinking tics have been like ever since I was first diagnosed. They've been here. My eye rolling tics, my nose scrunching tics, a lot of my facial tics have been a really long lasting tic. But a lot of them will also cycle in and out. So yeah. It is a stereotype and often true, very true. Hello, once a blood moon. I also say sorry as a vocal tic, Ava. That's so funny. And I also apologize after my tics. Like, if I'm ticking too much, I'll be like, sorry. And I'm like, that's really dumb. I shouldn't be apologizing for ticking. Do I have any tics? Oh, I have tics. Do you have any tips before I go into 8th grade? Definitely, so this is my main tip, you guys, and it's so cringy, but be yourself. Oh, Daisy. Come here. Come. 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 Come say hi. It's National Doggy Day. Oh. You guys, I love her so much. Oh, careful. Careful, my love. I love you. Oh, she is farting. You guys, I think she has to go outside. I'll be right back. Do you have to go outside? Okay, be right back. Let's go let you out. Come on, outside for poops. Okay, Daddy, you can go poop. Outside. Outside. You guys, this whole room smells like farts. Ugh. Daisy is so fluffy. I want to hug her. Yes. My son has been diagnosed with Tourette's, 4 years old, and ADHD since 5. Yeah, stimulants definitely do exacerbate tics, which is horrible. I manage both by, this is going to sound so sad, I manage both by not treating the ADHD, because it's really, my psychiatrist even said, he's like, you really have to choose between tics or ADHD symptoms. Like, there's really no medication that will help both. So unfortunately my ADHD is untreated and it really sucks, but I would rather have that than tics, and that's the best advice I can give. Tics and roses, I have talked about them a lot. Ugh, I really don't like them. My dog is so cute, thank you. Hello, cute dog. Yeah, she's outside, probably pooping. Hopefully. But yeah. Daisy is literally my best friend, but she's outside. So hopefully she's gonna poop and get those farts out. My friend, that doorbell is my dog. She rings the doorbell to come in. I'll be right back. Girl. Come on. Hello. And Daisy's back. Hi. Did you get your poops out? You get all your farts out? You want to sit? Sit. Good girl. This is me and my Daisy. And let's read the comments, Daisy. You can lie down, good girl. My friend has this thing where she will always repeat other words or phrases under her breath. It's definitely echolalia. It might be a tic, but it can also be related to like ADHD and autism spectrum disorder and other kind of neurodivergencies. But echolalia, check that out. Hello, Will, I'm good, how are you? Common tic is snapping your fingers and saying, wow, yeah. Yes, Daisy does ring the doorbell. She is really smart. She rings it with her nose. Do you think it would be okay to have a therapy dog instead of a service dog? I don't really know the difference. Why do humans talk to animals? I talk to her all the time. Like, she's my best friend. I talk to her. That info makes me want to cry. I'm terrified for him because he already has been bullied for both tics and ADHD. He's 11. And I just want to make his life easy as possible. Tips. I'm sorry that it makes you want to cry. Having ADHD and Tourette's is really challenging, and I'm sorry that those are the cards he's been dealt. Because I know it can be really awful, especially with the bullies and all of the side effects and symptoms that come along with medication and the disorders in general. I would say, again, like, it sucks, but you might have to kind of prioritize which one needs treatment over the other. Because as I said, I'm not on drugs for ADHD. I was for a few months, and my tics were just so severe. I was on Concerta, and I had to come off of it because the stimulants do make tics worse. And so me and my doctor decided, you know what, you have to like kind of prioritize what you want to be getting out of life, which is either debilitating tics or normal brain with no ADHD symptoms. So it sucks. And to make his life as easy as possible, I would say, you know, just be there to support him, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be more challenging than it would be if you're neurotypical or if you don't have these disorders. But, you know, to make it as easy as possible, he's 11. Again, talk to the school about his disorders. Make sure there are plans in place. I don't know if he has an IPP or a program plan, a 504 plan about schooling and how he can be supported. And as to bullies, like, they suck, but you're gonna have to just be there for him, and he'll find his group of people. Like, he'll find someone that relates to him, find him a community of people who maybe also have tics or ADHD, just to show him that he's not alone. But honestly, I don't have the best advice because I live it, and I've really not done what I would recommend. It's really hard. It always feels like your brain is at war with one another, with itself, I mean. So you just really have to be there for him and support him and love him unconditionally. And he's not alone. I mean, you can show him my channel if you want and be like, she has both of what you have, and I'm doing okay. Like, I'm engaged. I went to university. I have an amazing family. Like, I'm able to do things even though I have these diagnoses. So, you know, he'll be okay. I know it's scary, but he'll be okay. Is it just me or does she look huge? She's not that big. She's about 65 pounds. Daisy, come. Yes, you can have Tourette's and ADHD. Yeah, it's a common comorbidity, but it's so bad to have together. I've been depressed for a long time. Yeah. Ugh. Have you ever broken anything due to your Tourette's? No. Concerta was worried for me. It didn't help with my ADHD. Yeah, it made my tics way worse too. Oh, you meant to say horrible. Yeah, it was horrible for me too. Hi, your videos are so good. I love your down-to-earth take on hot topics, but your gentle approach to calling up. Thank you so much, Nikki. I broke a glass and oh gosh, that's horrible. Your service dog heard come and came. Oh no, I'm sorry. Daisy is not having this live stream anymore, you guys. She's tired. So I'm probably gonna wrap it up very soon. But happy National Dog Day. Yeah, it's Dog Day. It's National Dog Day. Do you know that? Come here. Come. Hello. She's not gonna come. I wanted her to say goodbye. Ugh. Is it always cold in Canada? No, today it's literally, what temperature is it? Right now it's 23 degrees Celsius, which is really hot. Ugh. I showed him on your last live and it seemed to help him seeing an adult with both disorders. We appreciate you. Thank you, Brittany. Again, I hope I can be of support. If you ever want to email me or like message me on Instagram and you want to actually talk more, you can email me at tickingtogether@gmail.com, or message me on Instagram at ticking clock. Either way, I'll respond to you. If you want to have, like, if you have more questions for anything regarding your son's diagnoses, I'd be more than willing to help through there as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave soon. Your dog came. Oh no, you love my dog. Thank you. What vocal tic and motor tic would you get rid of if you could? Motor tic's probably the punching because they hurt. Vocal tic, I really don't care. Maybe the stormy or the communist are coming because those are dumb. You're welcome, Brittany. I really just want to support you guys because I know what it's like being that age and having these debilitating conditions. Like, it's hard. So I'm here for you guys, I promise. Ugh. But I'm gonna head off. It's definitely, I've been on here for like 50 minutes. It's been a while. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Wait, would you get rid of your ADHD or tics? That's kind of what my doctor said, in regards to medication. He was like, would you rather have tics or would you rather have, no, wait, hang on. How do I word this? He said, would you rather have tics and no ADHD or no tics and ADHD, basically was his thing, because the medications really counteract with each other and they don't work when you're on both of them. So, I got race. So I technically chose to have I have both, but my tics are more manageable than the ADHD. So I chose to have less tics, but realistically I don't know. I hate both of them. They're both really debilitating in their own way. Oh man, you're leaving. I might stay a little longer, you guys. How do you know what phrases will satiate the urge for the vocal tic? I really don't. Like, a lot of them will be just the repetitive phrases that I have kind of ingrained in my vocal tic vocabulary. Ugh. So, it's hard to explain, but like I get a bubbling in my throat before I vocal tic, and I get something in my brain, just kind of like a zap that says, say this, and I get a bubbling. So I know I'll have to say a vocal tic. But I can't really tell you like how I know what phrase will make it better, because it's very much spontaneous, and sometimes I say things and I'm like, okay, like, hello? Ugh. I'd rather have no ADHD. Did you go to college? I did go to college. I went to university. I'm still kind of going, but I'm taking a little bit of a break. Any tips? I would say join clubs. Like, I know it's not a school, a tip about school, but like, I had no friends and I still really didn't meet friends in university, but joining clubs makes it easier to make friends and have a support group. Also, don't take on too many courses. Like, I know the typical course load at universities is like 5 full-time courses. I took maybe 3 or 4 because 5 is honestly so much, especially I got rice for someone who has a neurodivergent mind. Yeah, Carly is definitely a huge advocate for Tourette's. You deserve nothing but the best. Thank you. Stay longer. I'll stay a little bit longer. Lesser of the two evils. Yeah. Do you have tic attacks? I do, and it sucks a lot. Ugh. Bye, Rain City. Does your disorder cause issues with friends? I don't know if it's the disorder or if it's just me. Like, I have never had friends until like grade 12. I made a few. But all throughout school, I was the weird kid. I was the kid that was very much bullied and had no support. And I always say, like, maybe it's because of my disorders. Like, maybe it's because of my Tourette's. I got rice. Sorry, that's my barking tic. Sorry, Daisy. It's okay. She hates that one. She hates the barking tic. I never do that one. That's embarrassing, you guys. First time you've ever seen that on my channel, because I always suppress that. What was I saying? Yeah, so, you know, school was hard. I really didn't have friends, and I don't know if it was because of my tics. But my therapist actually, when I met her for the first time, she was like, have you always had trouble with friends? And I was like, and she was like, that's a very common thing with people with Tourette's. So I've always kind of stuck onto that as maybe it's the reason that I'm so not friend getting person. I don't know, you guys. My school's running a course. Oh, that's so exciting. I would have been your friend, thank you. Does Tourette's last forever? It does. It's a lifelong condition. Brittany, my son's tics are more manageable than the ADHD until we attempted treating the ADHD with stimulants that work better for him. He has more motor tics than vocal, so they become very painful. Definitely. I literally feel that. Like, it's such a frustrating thing because having both, you really can't win. Like, and I hate to say that and to make your hope go down, but like, you know, it sucks, but that's just how these disorders work. You can't really treat both at the same time. You really have to choose the lesser of the two evils, which is frustrating because I know how debilitating they both can be. And I'm sorry, like, I wish no one else had to go through this. But, you know, yeah, like, maybe try a different stimulant. I know there are medications that can be treated for ADHD which are non-stimulants, but I don't think they're covered by insurance because they're more like rare and expensive. But ask your son's doctor about that, because my psychiatrist tried to put me on those, but I didn't have coverage, so I couldn't afford them. But I know there are medications that aren't stimulants for ADHD. They're not always as effective, but you could give it a try. I have animal tics, yeah. You'd have been my friend for sure, thank you. Is it possible to have Tourette's without tic attacks? I think maybe. Ugh, I don't know. That's how the world works, yeah. Can you make your arm when your tics? I don't know what that means. Do you think that emotional triggers can cause tic attacks? Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think emotional triggers and like stress and anxiety can lead to more tics. Just give me a second, guys. I got rice. Okay, I turned a light on. I don't know if it did much difference. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, a little bit better. But yeah, literally, emotions and being stressed and being sad can trigger more tics. I don't have like Tourette's or tics. What other people say they are painful. They are kind of painful. It helps so much to know I'm not alone. Yeah, you're not alone. You're never alone. Do tics decrease, increase, or stay about the same as one grows older? It depends on person to person. A lot of the time, people's tics will completely go away in their 20s. My doctor was hoping that that would be the case for me. He told me when I was 12, you know, Carly, you might not have tics in your 20s. You might be completely fine. But it's a case-by-case basis. You know, a lot of people will have tics for their whole life. A lot of them get worse in puberty and then kind of dwindle. But a lot of Tourette's is a lifelong condition. It has other symptoms besides just the tics. But you know, the tics, it really depends on person to person. But for me, apparently I will have tics forever. They might get less though. Hello, Everything Co. If you were cured from your Tourette's, would you still be making content on your channel? I mean, I can't be cured, so that's not an option. But if I didn't have Tourette's, I don't know if I would be speaking. I definitely would be making. I wouldn't be making specifically Tourette's content because I feel like that would almost be hypocritical if I didn't have it to be making content about Tourette's. But oh no, let's say hypothetically. Okay. If I was cured, I would still talk about my experiences and say, you know what, this is what my life was like. But I wouldn't really be making as much content probably because a lot of you guys watch strictly for the education as well as some of my life stories about Tourette's. And I feel like I'm not as interesting as a person to just talk about like, this is my day, you know, like I don't think you guys are that interested in that. And I'm not really like a content creator. I'm just kind of a little YouTuber that doesn't, I'm not a big creator, you guys, and I don't think people would really stick around. Ugh. Can you try to stop your arm from hitting you or no? If I were to try and stop it, like, if I were to try and stop it, this is what's happening. I'm having different tics, and then I would hit myself harder. So no, I really can't. How long are your tic attacks, and can you suppress your tics during a tic attack? So I definitely cannot suppress my tics during a tic attack at all. Sometimes they range from 10 to 20 minutes to a few hours. My son definitely tics more frequently, develop new tics when stressed or sick. Really? I mean, I said really about the sickness, because when I'm sick, I tic way less. But when I'm stressed, I tic way more. Ugh. Your hair is so cute. Thank you so much. OMG, I just looked at my spelling. No worries. You're my favorite YouTuber. I would still watch your videos. Thank you, guys. The education aspect is one reason I'm kind of glad I found Tics and Roses. Their content led me to a whole community of really open and lovely educational channels. Yeah, like, as much as they suck as a person for faking it, they did create kind of more of a conversation about Tourette's, so that's a good thing. That's the one thing that I'm like, okay, you know what, good on you. But other than that, like, not good. When you get sick for your tics get worse. Yeah, when I get sick, my tics get better. I talk about this in a few of my previous videos, but when I'm sick, or when I had a severe allergic reaction, or when I had COVID, or when I was really sick, I barely ticked. So when I'm sick, my tics get better, because apparently my brain just focuses on getting better and doesn't tick. I don't know. Yeah, Brittany, I'm so sorry to hear that. SpongeBob, you definitely are my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, SpongeBob. No worries about your spelling, Kayla. I feel so bad because my title still says National Dog Day, but Daisy is literally sleeping over there. But she got out her poop because she's not farting anymore, so woohoo! Ugh. Their actions are unforgivable. It is still jarring to think people really do stuff like that. Yeah, it's frustrating for sure. Especially because, like, it's caused so much harm. I got rice. Stormy! To the Tourette Syndrome community. It's caused a lot of harm. But, because, like, especially with Tics and Roses, I have received comments on my videos saying, Carly, you are the new Tics and Roses. Like, you know, like, you are just as fake as them. And I'm like, it hurts because I'm clearly not. If you believe that, like, then get off my channel, because that hurts a lot of people. Have you seen their newer content? No, I haven't. Your reactions to Tics and Roses are definitely genuine. Thank you. Kayla, you're in the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. Have I ever surprised myself with my tics? Yes. You're so not fake. Thank you. How did you come across Daisy? A big old floofy floofer. Did you name her, or did she come with a name? We did name her. We actually picked her out from her litter at we went to visit her at 3 weeks old. She actually picked us, you guys. I know people say the dog picks the human. It is so true. All of her siblings, like, we would hold them and we would cuddle them, and there was no real connection. But with Daisy, so there's 4 of us in my family. There's me, my mom, my dad, my brother. And we all went to pick out our first puppy, Daisy. And when I held her, she put her head right here, and we stared at each other in the eyes, and she kind of just blinked at me and loved me. And she cuddled my mom and kind of licked her hand. And with my dad, she howled in his arms like a little ooh. And, like, we knew right there, we're like, oh my gosh, she's putting on a show. Like, she is our dog. And with my brother, he held her like a baby because he didn't know how to hold the puppy. So she was, like, lying in his arms with her like arms and legs up in the air, and she was looking at him like, I love you. And we knew right then that she's our dog, and we picked the name Daisy just because it suited her. Like, she's pretty like a flower, she's cute and fun, and we love her. So that's the story. Ugh. People like Tics and Roses made me think I faked my tics. I'm sorry, Sloth Bear. Goodbye, have a good night. Good luck on your surgery, Kayla. When my son has his hard blinking grimace tics, the kids yell, say cheese. I'm so sorry. I know it sounds innocent, but that hurts. Like, words hurt. That makes me so mad. Like, that's not fair, and I wish kids were nicer. And that's not on your son. That is on those kids who are just ignorant and don't care to be nice. And I'm sorry that your son has to deal with that. Like, I had a lot of kids when I was in school make Tourette's jokes and laugh at my tics and stuff. So I feel you. It is so hurtful in that moment. It is horrible, and it hurts my heart for him because I know what that's like to be bullied for something you physically cannot control. To have it pointed out and mocked it makes me like I'm welling up because I know how hard it is. But you know, your son is going to be so strong for going through what he has to go through. Like, he was, like I said, dealt a hand that is really challenging. But, you know, you seem like a wonderful mom, and you seem like you know that you're supporting him. And the fact you're even on this channel trying to learn about Tourette's through me, like, that is so admirable because, like, I know when I was diagnosed, I tried to do all the research I could. My parents did all the research they could to try and figure out how to best support me. And I think you're doing such a wonderful job. And I'm sorry your son has to go through that. Like, I really am. Ugh. Yeah, the daisies. She doesn't smell like a flower when she farts. No. Have people suggested you tics? No, and please don't. Suggesting people tics, like saying, please make this a tic, is really offensive and hurtful. So don't do that. You finished your drawing. Cool. Ugh. But yeah, that's that. It's getting late, you guys. It's only 9? Oh my gosh. I thought it was later. I got rice. Where should I go to ask for a test? A test for what? It's 11 p.m. where you are. Any tips for surgery? Because I get panic attacks. I've never really had like a big surgery, so I don't really have tips for you, but just stay strong. You're going to be great. Deep breathing is always really good. Like, before you go under, the deep breathing and calming yourself down through that is always really helpful. Any tips? When the kids at school try and make me have a new ticket, hurts. Yeah, like, please don't do that to people. Like, don't suggest tics because it can be really hurtful. Tourette's. I would go, if you're under 18, go to your pediatrician. If you're over 18, go to your family doctor. And if you're experiencing symptoms of Tourette's, talk to them about it. And from there, they can refer you to a neurologist, a psychiatrist, or another kind of specialist in Tourette's. But that's the best starting place for you. Thank you for taking the time to answer your questions. I'm sure they get repetitive, but I really appreciate your input and perspective. Thank you so much. I really try to answer everyone's questions. Like, I love being like a smaller channel because I actually am able to read and answer every comment. So that's really important to me. Has someone told you you have a demon inside you? I mean, it's offensive, but people have been like, just pray it away. Like, the demons need to go away. And I'm like, this is really not a demon, but thanks for your input. Yeah, it's definitely a myth. People in the 19th and 18th centuries actually would used to try and cure people with tics and Tourette's through exorcism and kind of like witchcraft like things, and they thought it was definitely something caused by like the devil or possession, which is so untrue. But that was definitely something that happened in the past where people thought that was what was the cause, which is so bizarre. I'm learning so much from your videos that I'm pretty sure he tries to suppress his tics during school, so he has tic attacks on the bus ride home. Yep. That's so common, and I would suppress my tics at school too because of the bullies and that same thing that your son goes through. And then as soon as I would get home, I would walk across the field to my house, go to my room, and have tic attacks, because suppressing tics is what we do naturally to hide ourselves from the bullies and the mean people. So the best advice I could give your son, besides like because suppressing, I feel like since your son is being so bullied, that suppressing is something he does to kind of hide and feel more secure with himself. So I would say maybe talk to his doctor, or I don't know if he sees a therapist, but redirecting tics is something that I went through therapy when I was in junior high school, where I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but if I had a neck tic, sometimes I would just like jerk my hair. Or you know, like the Justin Bieber hair, like people would do this and like they would just say, oh, I'm just fixing my hair. Or like if he has a big tic or a blinking tic, my phone is ringing. Maybe just kind of like do a slower blink or do things that are more subtle, just to kind of like, you know, get the tic out until he gets home, and it'll prevent more huge tic attacks from happening. But also, you know, I understand, because like suppression is a thing that I do too, and then I do have tic attacks, but in pain and exhausted, yeah. So I would say look into redirection. Like I know therapists do it. I think it's through cognitive behavioral therapy and like habit reversal therapy maybe. It's a thing that exists. It doesn't always work, but for like a quick fix while you're in school, I would recommend looking into that. Has anyone told you that tics are unnatural? Yes. All of tics and nerves merged. It's like, I'm not possessed, I have tics. I know, that kind of was offensive. Have you considered a career as something like a counselor or support for people who have Tourette's? I really haven't. Like, I would love to help people with Tourette's, but I'm not educated for that, and I don't really want to go back to school for that because I feel like it would take so much effort. But I would love to go like into schools as someone who has Tourette's and present to teachers and be like, you know what, like this is what it's like, this is how you can support your students. Because I know a lot of like educators do bring in people with disorders to talk to them and get their kind of point across. So I would love to be that to kind of schools and other places that need kind of an insight on what it's like to have someone with Tourette's. Ugh. Do tic attacks hurt a lot? Definitely. Kayla, thank you for the $1. That's so nice. Any tips for back to school with Tourette's? Ugh. You know, you just gotta be yourself. Don't suppress if you can. Like, try not to suppress your tics all the time, because like, as we were talking about before, it can lead to tic attacks. And just tell your teachers, tell your principal, tell your school counselor, tell people about tics. Be open about it, because if you're not, it's gonna be harder on you. Like, tell the teachers, tell people, ask for the advice, ask for the support you need, the accommodations you need, because it'll be so much better in the long run. Brittany, I've been looking into redirecting therapy at the advice of his pediatrician. Thank you for confirming this is something that actually helps. Yeah, it actually does. Like, it's not a be-all, end-all, and it takes a lot of brain power, but as a quick fix, it did do wonders for me in junior high. Like, I was able to kind of disguise my tics into movements that people wouldn't always laugh at or bat an eye at. So it is something legit. So definitely look into that. It doesn't always work. But like I said, it's a quick fix for the school day. So yeah. If I ever go to a school to educate, would you film and live stream it? I've never done it. I don't know if people would be interested in that, but I maybe would vlog it. That would be cool. Be open about it. Yeah, definitely. I should follow my own advice. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. So, you know, that's that, guys. There's a lot of like advice I'd love to give and talk to you guys about, because like I have had Tourette's my whole life, as I always say. I was diagnosed 12 years ago. I am very much medicated right now. So my advice is coming from someone who is very medicated and very much able to suppress and able to kind of go through the day without really noticeable tics. But in these live streams, I love to be myself and let out my tics, to show people like you who have tics that it's normal to tic. Like, this is just how I'm at when I'm hanging out at home. I just tic all the time, and I don't suppress because it's where I can be my authentic self. So I love to just talk to you guys and be real on here. I have to go in 15 minutes. I'm gonna head off soon too. When can we expect embezzlement hat? I made fraud and embezzlement merch, but not the hat, but I can add the hat if you guys want to get it. Have people told you to stop ticking? Yes, everyone, so many people tell me to stop ticking, especially family members and friends are like, stop. And I'm like, you guys should know not to say stop. But even strangers are like, what are you doing? Stop. And it's stressful. A lot of people have told me to stop and that it's like mind over matter or you can stop. And I'm like, I really can't, you guys. Like, it's frustrating. Thank you so much for everything, Carly. I love you and your content. Thank you, Ava. I love you too. Thanks for hanging out and being here. Bridget, thank you for your honesty in trying to help parents with children of Tourette's or people themselves. It really helps me to understand and help my child understand him more too. I'm so glad that I can help you understand your kid. Like, I don't want to like toot my own horn because I'm not that person at all. But I feel like I would have loved to watch me when I was 12, just to kind of like have someone who's authentic and talk about all the sides of Tourette's in a very vulnerable and genuine way. So I really am glad that I can help you guys too. Cause like Tourette's was so taboo even 12 years ago when I was diagnosed. There weren't really any Tourette's influencers or content creators who would talk about it openly. And now there are so many that I love, and I'm honored to be kind of lumped into that. And, you know, I love helping you guys, and I love being able to be like, you know what, this is what my advice would be to a parent or a teacher of someone who has Tourette's, because I would have loved to have had more support growing up. So I want to be able to provide you guys dealing with tics as well as your kids and whoever else with the support that I didn't have. We love you. Bye, Chins. Mind over matter thing makes me so mad. Definitely. You're being the person you needed back then. Definitely. And that's like, I always like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so like, I don't want to hype myself up, but I am being the person I needed back then. And I'm really proud of myself because back then I could never have pictured me talking openly online about this. Like, I was so ashamed, you guys. I hated my Tourette's. I wanted to like unalive myself. I hated myself. And now I am on YouTube talking about my Tourette's and helping people. And that is something 12-year-old Carly would probably freak out and fangirl over. So I'm proud. And I'm really glad that you guys are getting help and support out of this. Please, I can't wear shirts. Okay, let me get a hat. Has Tourette's Against Humanity given you a new tic? Maybe. I'm not sure. It probably has, but I don't really like keep track of my tics. I got rice. Stormy! How can I tell when my son is ticking versus being an annoying kid with ADHD? Every time I think he's being obnoxious and tell him to stop doing something, I literally feel guilty realizing he may be ticking. Yeah, that's hard. It's really kind of like, kind of a judgment call, because like tics are typically something you'll see him do before, but also Tourette's can cause like impulsivity and kind of hyperness as well. Like, there's so many like commonalities between ADHD and Tourette's, so discipline is a really hard thing, and I feel ya. But typically with tics you'll be able to tell. And with ADHD also, like, you shouldn't really be disciplining him because like that's just a part of his brain. It's wired differently. So it's really discretion based because like everyone is different, and it's hard to kind of Stormy! It's hard to know the difference sometimes. I don't really have the best advice for that because like my parents tell me to stop doing things, and sometimes I'm like, this is inappropriate, but sometimes I'm like, maybe I should stop. So, you know, it's up in the air really. Girl, you deserve to be hyped up. Thank you so much. Proud of you for overcoming everything. Thank you. Thank you for the $1. That is so sweet. Thank you, Neurotic Guinea Pig. You should hype yourself up. Your contribution to the education perspective. Thank you so much. My boyfriend refuses to tell his mom that I have tics. I had a mental tic attack while I was hanging out with him and his mom, but I didn't know how to explain. What should I do if this happens again? Oh, I don't know. Why is he not letting you tell his mom about tics? Like, that would be something you should address with him, because like it's something that you live with, and if you're gonna be with him, she's gonna end up knowing that you have tics. So address it with him, definitely. Do you tic when you zone out or daydream? I do, but it's more just like really subtle. Like the other day I was laying in bed, literally just on my phone scrolling, and I was having like stomach tics and butt tics and nose scrunching tics. But I do tics that I don't even realize I'm doing sometimes because they're not big and they're subtle. So I tic a lot, but it's not always like noticeable. So yeah, I tic a lot, but also sometimes I don't tic, and it really depends on the moment. So yeah, that is that. I'm really glad I can help you guys with advice and support though. It is National Dog Day and Daisy is passed out. So do you have tics in your dreams? I've answered this question before. I'm pretty sure I don't. Like, I know that I have tics. I don't tic in my sleep. So I don't know. I don't think I tic in my dreams. Can you explain butt tic? The butt tic, okay. It's especially when I'm sitting. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I could be walking, sitting, laying down. My butt cheeks will tense together at like, and right now I'm doing it. And sometimes I'll even like jerk up like this because my butt is just tensing. And it's a tic that just goes boop, boop, and they just repeatedly tense. And so I could be walking and literally stop abruptly and tense my butt because it's a tic, and it's something a lot of people deal with. So yeah, that is a butt tic. How could I possibly ask my 11-year-old about mental tics? That's a really good question, and honestly, you might just have to wait for him to come to you if he's experiencing it. I guess, what are mental tics? How can I ask if he has them? So mental tics are basically, think of it kind of like as a vocal tic, but it's in your brain. So, you know, for example, when people have vocal tic loops where they're just like hi, 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 or whatever, they say the same word over and over again as a vocal tic, it's in the brain. And so there's 3 different classifications of mental tics. There is coproskepsy, there is echoskepsy, and there's paliskepsy. And basically what they are is different versions of repeating a thought or a song or a sound or a phrase or a word in your head on repeat to the point where you can't think of anything else. And so I'm actually going to upload a video on this very soon. But basically, for example, echoskepsy is, say you hear someone say, hey, how are you? And in your brain, it's on a loop. Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? And it just doesn't go away to the point where if you're having a conversation with someone, you literally can't think of anything else because you're just having this, hey, how are you in your head. And paliskepsy is similar, except it's your own thought in your head, in your head, in your head. And coproskepsy is the same thing, but it's like a vulgar or swear in your head that is just on repeat. So how you could ask him about it is just, you know, I don't know how you could ask him, but just like, if you notice sometime that he's maybe zoned out or having trouble kind of communicating with you, maybe ask like, if his brain, if he, even just ask in a general connotation, like, do you tic in your brain, and kind of start a conversation with him there, because mental tics are very common. Like, I had them before I was even diagnosed with Tourette's, and I thought I was insane because I had these thoughts in my head, like the F word, when I was like 8, and I was like, am I insane? Like, why am I thinking this? So it might be a good idea to bring it up to him, and even like if you want to ask him and like go to an online resource and talk about it with him, because they are common, and quite often people with Tourette's are too ashamed to talk about it. So the best way to talk about it would be like asking him is, do you get things stuck in your head? Like, do you have these brain tics? Like, and kind of go from there, because it's a very common thing that people are very ashamed of. So more than likely he would deal with this. If I bought a shirt from your store, how long would it take to arrive? It depends on where you live. Mine took a week, but my hoodie took 2 weeks. So it could take any time around there. Loop thoughts, yes. Goodbye, KF. Have a good night. When is the next time I'll be uploading a video? Probably in the next few days. Is there a way to help with those loop thoughts or help someone get out of them? Honestly, there's nothing I have found yet. There's nothing I've found yet, so don't know. I really appreciate you as a person. Thank you, Pink Flamingo. I love you. Hi, Daisy. He frequently restarts sentences. He'll have several words and restart and will always thought it was some kind of OCD tendency. Does this sound like a type of echolalia? Hang on, let me read that again. It actually sounds like palilalia, which is similar to echolalia, but it's the repetition of your own words. And this can manifest in the way of like, say I was saying, again, I'm gonna say, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? And then I'm like, oh, I gotta say that again because I just said it, hey, how are you? But it was my own thought. So like, if he starts a sentence and says like, mom, I'm going to the, and he's gonna say store, but maybe like, mom, I'm going to the store. Like, it sounds almost like a stutter, but palilalia is a very, very reasonable thing that it could be. Have a good night. Hello, Twiggy Stardust. Oh, Daisy, come here. Come here, come. It's National Dog Day. Come here. And this is my lovey, my Daisy. She came to say hi again. My lovey. She's my best friend. I love you, Daisy. Want to go to your bed? Okay. She's so cute. You want to go to your bed? You can go. I'm going to move this camera for her. Good girl. You go to your bed, love. So yeah, palilalia. That definitely sounds like what it could be, Brittany. You love your dog, my dog. Thank you. She is so cute. She's 1.5 years. She is very calm. Just concentrating help your tics, 100%. If I'm concentrated on like making music or writing a song or photography or videography, or even when I edit my videos, it really helps my tics. So yeah, that is that. A lot of things will help tics, but at the end of the day, they're always gonna be there. But you can manage them in different ways. The mental tics have been really getting to me lately. Like every night before bed, I struggle to fall asleep because I have these mental tics in my head on a loop. And they're not intrusive thoughts because I deal with both. And they're just awful. Hang on. I had a mental tic attack with my friend. I'm sorry, that sucks. Oh, I'm glad that she was nice though. Your channel gives me hope. I'm planning to create content about dealing with fibromyalgia. Thank you for saying my channel gives you hope. I would love to check out your channel once you make content. He also frequently writes and erases. Oh, Brittany, that is so common. That is, it depends on what he's writing, but it's probably palagraphia or echographia. I have a whole playlist on this on my channel. Graphia tics are a thing that people don't know about. And I'm so glad that you can ask me that, because like erasing is actually part of it. Like it can be part of the whole satisfaction of the tic. Like it won't be satisfied until you erase and rewrite. Especially if you're rewriting the same thing, it is definitely a graphia tic. So graphia tics are 100% a thing. I deal with them. Sometimes I'll just be writing and then have my writing the same thing, and it can suck. And it makes school so much harder, but that is definitely valid. And your son is definitely most likely dealing with graphia tics. So check out my playlist on my channel. It was from like a year or two ago, but it's called Writing Tics, and you can check that out. If not, Google it though, because graphia tics are a thing and they're very debilitating. Proud Heart is drawing, eating McDonald's. Cool. Like a race. I'm probably gonna head off soon, you guys. It's definitely getting late. It's 9:30. I've been on for a long time. So, you will email me once I start. Perfect. I would love to see that. Is it physically painful to hold back a tic? I noticed in one of your recent videos that Will was really powering through some of his tics, and it looked like he may have been in some kind of pain. It definitely is. It maybe not be painful, but it's more of like a discomfort or like a burning where like you feel like you just can't get this done. So all of your concentration goes on to that kind of suppression. So it is kind of painful, but more of a discomfort. Like it's not like a stabbing pain. It's just kind of like a dull ache. Thank you so much. Good night, Bridget. It is 11:30 where you are. Okay, for real, you guys, I'm gonna head off. If anyone has any further questions or comments or concerns, hang on, are you allowed to drink alcohol? I am, but I don't because my meds make it worse. That's how we learned about it. His elementary school teachers were complaining about it. Oh goodness, I'm glad you know about it though. When will my next stream be? Probably in the next few days sometime. Okay, for real, you guys, I'm gonna head off. Thank you for being here. Again, Daisy's farting again. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email me at tickingtogether@gmail.com or let me know at Instagram at tickingclock. You guys can reach me there. I also have a Discord server, which I have linked in my previous live streams. So if you want to talk to me more, please reach out. I'm really available for you guys. I want to help as much as I can. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love all of you so much. I wish all of you the best night or day ever. Happy National Dog Day. Let's say goodbye to Daisy. Daisy, good night. Say good night. She is camera shy. Okay, I love you guys. As always, we're learning together, we're laughing together, and we're taking it together. Bye, love you.